Hello again and welcome to another video. Today we are talking about immersion upgrades, hardware immersion upgrades. And I introduced a couple years ago my flight sim setup. Now some things changed, yeah. And I want to share my experience with you. And my name is Marcus. I'm a General Aviation pilot since almost 25 years, and since 5 years I'm a flight simmer as well. I replaced the HONEYCOMB Alpha with Moza Alpha Yankee 210. And the Alpha Yankee 210 compares with the HONEYCOMB Alpha, it's very different. Yeah, the HONEYCOMB Alpha doesn't have any force feedback, but don't get me wrong, the HONEYCOMB Alpha is absolute nice device. For this money, you will not get a better one. Yeah, and yeah, if you could afford almost 4 times more money, then the Moza Alpha Yankee 210 will be the right for you. I spent a lot of time to adjust all the things, yeah, and there are some profiles where you could use, but I wasn't satisfied with these profiles, yeah, and then I created my own one, and I spent almost 1 day for this, yeah, but it is nice now to have it, and I fly oftentimes the Piper Cherokee, Papa Alpha 28, and the Warrior, and yeah, for my memories, then I adjusted everything like how it feels like for me, like it's in a real aircraft, yeah. And this is absolute amazing. What this makes a difference if you're doing flight simming with a HONEYCOMB Alpha or with the Alpha Yankee 210. On the Alpha Yankee 210 from Moza, you have also a lot of buttons there, and a gear lever and a flap lever, and also for a knob for the ignition, for the max, and 6 other rocker switches. And the Moza comes with a replaceable yoke. Yeah, it's a quick release. You could change this in a couple seconds, and maybe they will bring another ones on the market. And Moza, they are very experienced with sim racing, and I believe they saw a possibility to earn money with the flight simmers, yeah. And now we have some devices now for the flight simmers, and the only problem where I got in the beginning, I adjusted everything during a 2D flight without VR. Normally I'm flying just in VR, and and then was a problem if I switch to VR after, or otherwise to say, in maybe 5 times per minute I lost the telemetry, and then you are in flight, and then the force feedback is from 1 second to the other is gone. This could also happen if you have very massive stutters, yeah, then you will also lose the telemetry, yeah, for the motion rig and also for the force feedback devices. And then I used the support, and I wrote an email to them, and then they advised me to do it over the software, yeah, and this actually is not a bad idea, because on the software they will load up also a package with all your adjustments. Yeah, but after that I never heard anything from Moza about my issue. And then I tried the troubleshooting by my own, and then I realized if you got in the Moza software, if you got maybe on your second monitor, you got open the adjustment pages. It doesn't matter if it's an adjustment page for telemetry or the other adjustment page. If this one is open in VR, you will lost all the time the telemetry data. And then, it's not flyable. If you're on this page where you could choose your profiles, if this page is on the screen, then you don't have any problems in VR. Yeah, but this cost me almost 2 days to figure out the issue. Yeah, what's the problem of the issue? But now, now I'm very fine with this. Yeah, the Moza Alpha Yankee 210, it's very heavy. The housing got very big dimensions, and the weight is, I believe it's 8.5 kilograms. That's a lot. I built a rod to have it safe on my rig, yeah. because it's so huge, this device. And you have to imagine, it's had more than 200 Newton meters for push or pull, yeah? Yeah, depends on your adjustments, yeah? And this is a lot, yeah? And it feels in flight, it feels so amazing realistic. I'm absolutely satisfied with this. Yeah, and the other immersion upgrade is comes also from Moza, and it's the AB6. Yeah, it's not a yoke, it's just a stick. And they got another one also, AB9. But the AB9 is so massive, yeah. Now, I made a model of this with this foam, yeah, to just, these are the dimensions of the AB9, the socket of the AB9, yeah. And, but then, this massive big device to put it on my rig, yeah, it's more or less impossible, yeah. And then I tried the AB6, yeah, and the AB6 is a little bit cheaper than the AB9, but the AB9 comes just the socket, yeah. It's no stick is included or anything, but the AB9 comes, yeah, it looks like from F18 or so, and you got also a stick there. But this stick is made of plastic, and it feels not like, maybe you know this from the HOTAS WARTHOG. This is built of metal, and this feels like high quality, yeah, compares to this from Moza. Yeah. But I believe for this price, yeah, with the stick together, yeah, for my opinion, it's yeah, it's okay for the money. And yeah, it is not so much force, the AB6 than the AB9, and but I tried it because yeah, I want to have more immersion, yeah, on my rig, and I adjusted also the software a couple of hours to figure out what is good, what is not so good, yeah, or how it feels like in the original, yeah. Yeah, every aircraft where it's controlled by a stick, because every aircraft got different forces on the stick, yeah. And but I made it like it feels for me like real, yeah. And you have to imagine if you're standing still, or maybe the engine is running in idle with 800 RPMs the prop, yeah, you don't have much force on the rudders, yeah, and then and you don't have a spring also, yeah. The stick will never be centered, and yeah, and then if you put on the throttle forward, and then you could feel in the same moment, oh yeah, I get a little bit pressure, but just a little bit on the rudder, and it's yeah, the notes are rising, and you rotate, and then you will feel directly, yeah, there's a little bit force, yeah, and in cruise flight it's much more, but you have to adjust this like ever you want, and yeah, I'm very satisfied with this, yeah. There are a lot of knobs. And there's also 2 potentiometers for control any axis, yeah. Yeah, compared to the AB9, it doesn't have any switches or so, yeah. And you could also put on this AB6, you could also put on the HOTAS device, yeah, the HOTAS WARTHOG, it's also working, or with your own custom stick, yeah. In a previous video, I showed you how to create a custom stick, yeah. And yeah, I made a new custom stick, yeah. It's very similar to the old one, but yeah, it's a little bit shorter, and yeah, it feels absolute perfect, yeah, for to fly with the aircraft which got a stick and not a yoke. Yeah, and the next one is the HF8 Pro. This is a, what could I say this? This is a haptic feedback seat cushion, yeah. There are 8 rumble motors inside, yeah. But this is a seat cushion. Since HF8 Pro, this is a very big seat cushion, and it's 8 centimeters. It's the thickness of this. And to put this on my default seat cushions on my pilot seat, yeah, it was not comfortable, yeah. Maybe on another seat it will be okay. The first time I did it like this because I want to feel how it works. And for me, I was I was surprised. Yeah, the whole seat is alive. Then I removed all the stuff inside it was before. Maybe you could see this, yeah. And yeah, I put all of the things inside. There are 8 rumble motors and yeah, and a little bit more stuff. And I put this on my seat cushions. Yeah, I spent almost 1 day in the basement doing this, but now it feels absolutely comfortable. My pilot seat like before, and I got the rumble motors inside, yeah. And together with the software, who's coming with this, yeah, it's working absolutely perfectly. And it's not only for Flight Simulator 2024, it's for DCS, X-Plane, EL2, and also a lot of sim racing games, yeah, no problem. I have also a butt kicker, yeah, but the butt kicker is running since a lot of years on my rig, and now together with a butt kicker, oh, this is amazing, yeah, this is absolute, oh, it's a dream.
Pull up.
The next Immersion hardware upgrade was one of the cheapest. I'm using the Thrustmaster Rudder pedals, and now some others on the market for maybe for a lower price, also from HONEYCOMB. Yeah, but I already have these Thrustmaster Rudder pedals. I use them, yeah, since almost since the beginning. But actually, I'm very satisfied with these Thrustmaster ones. But yeah, a couple of years ago, I put a spring for the rudder movement, and then it feels a little bit stronger. I also tried with the dampers, but that was not, yeah, I wasn't satisfied with this. Then for the brakes, yeah, to push the brakes, it was so very easy to push the pedals down, yeah. And then I bought 2 springs. I put in each one a hole, yeah, the warranty is long gone from the Thrustmaster Rudder pedals, yeah, then it was not a problem, yeah. And yeah, you see it on the video, it's not a big deal. And for my opinion, it's a game changer for the Thrustmaster Rudder pedals, yeah. Now you get a lot of force, yeah, you need to push down the brakes, yeah. And yeah, it just feels more similar to a real aircraft, yeah, because before it was so easy to push them down, yeah, and now it's much better, yeah, and it costs less than €5, yeah, it's just easy peasy, yeah. And if you got a drill to make 2 small holes, yeah, and you need some 2 bits, and that's all what you need, yeah, no big deal. Yeah, now we are at the end of the video, and I just want to say to you guys, everything what you saw on the video is paid by myself. Nothing is sponsored or so. This is just my opinion, and I'm very glad to did all the changes. And yeah, for me, it feels like I'm much closer to the reality like before. And yeah, we will see what's coming next. Yeah, maybe from DOF Reality, the H4. Yeah, it's available on the market. Signed a couple months. Yeah. Yeah, we will see. And then I wish you always a happy landing. Thanks for watching, and we see you at the next video. Bye.